I'm on the spotlight.
Anything.
Turn this mic
What?
more.
Yeah, there's like a knob back here.
I figured, but I didn't know if that was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
So once we're done with the
Just
appetizer,
got a text about my
whoever
parking,
reads
but I'm
it,
gonna risk it for
I'll
this.
jump into the main entree with the story.
Okay, cool. So I'll
So
read
yeah,
the
you say
appetizer.
like this. So for today's appetizer,
Today's, and then when we're done with the appetizer, we're.
be like, okay, let's talk about our entree
So
today.
let me tell you what happened.
Are we
Okay.
filming? Are we good to start? Oh, okay.
We're rolling. Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Count me.
I was gonna say we can leave it.
Count me off. Get ready. Hi guys, it's Cameron.
Hi, I'm Holly.
We'll try again.
Yeah.
One more time. Cut. Hi guys, it's Cameron.
I'm Holly.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Cassie.
Welcome
to the service table.
Today we are talking about hiring, firing, leaving your job, getting fired. If you know coworkers who got fired, those funny stories. We do have a story off Reddit. Cassie's gonna read for us today.
I got in trouble for looking tired.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like we need to go say, like, this is the service. Did we just say that? Oh, we didn't? Carry on.
Cassie's
Look,
gonna
the
read
shot's
our
kicking in
one
already.
shot.
That shot's kicking in.
So I got in trouble for looking tired. I was on my 5th double in a row because
Fifth
surprise,
double?
surprise, we're short-staffed again and half the team is sick. Whatever. I was running on fumes, haven't eaten since like 10 a.m. and apparently wasn't smiling enough for the new front of house manager. He pulls me aside mid-shift while I've got 4 tables waiting for refills and says, "You need to bring more energy to the floor. Guests can tell when you're low vibe." Bro, I'm literally surviving off of coffee and sheer trauma. Do you want me to start tap dancing between tables? Maybe juggling some ketchup bottles while I'm at it? Anyways, now I'm being monitored for attitude.
Okay.
I feel that.
I
feel
mean,
this,
when you're
though.
on a double, 5 doubles in a row, like
That's
that's,
like a hospital
actually
shift.
ridiculous.
Literally.
That's crazy.
I work 1 double a week, and that day
That kills me,
is-
yeah.
The next day, I sleep all day, like 15 hours.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. If they're gonna schedule me a double, I want to be off the next day.
Count me out for any plans.
Well,
You have
back
to
in
think
my
about
day,
when restaurants open. A double would be from when a restaurant opens. So if you have to be there at 10 in the morning, and then if you close maybe at 11 p.m., 1 a.m.,
2 a.m.,
2 a.m.,
not getting
3
out of there
a.m.,
till like
then you have to
4.
count all your money,
I
do a
refuse.
checkout, you leave at 4. Those shifts get long. And we don't get breaks.
Yeah, no. As
We're
a server,
not
your
getting
break is like
15-minute
you
breaks,
eat while you
lunch
stand in the
breaks.
kitchen. Yeah.
So if you're busy, you might have eaten a couple garnishes out of the bartender's
That's girl
food
dinner.
tray
Steal a
and
couple
some
French
loose
fries.
Yeah, so
You know
low
that loose
energy
fries
is
are calling your
real.
name at all
Them
times.
oranges be looking mighty fine.
Absolutely. Them
No,
doubles.
it's,
Yeah.
it's funny because back in the day, I would work the best when I'm tired. Because, I've been doing this for 20
Really?
years.
That's
So
crazy.
I will go out, leave work from a double, go partying, go grab some McDonald's on the Nodrill Hills when you had the McDonald's
Yeah.
back there. Sleep in the parking lot for a minute, then go back to work.
Yeah.
But I did. Well, back in the day,
Savage
was,
mode.
nowadays I don't know if I could do it. But
Grind moment.
I actually
you know?
did something like that. I
hell
had
no.
worked a double, went out to the club, didn't even get any sleep, went and got some food, and went straight to my other
Man,
job.
I'm a
and
loser.
I don't know how I did it.
I ain't never done any of that.
Had to be Red
you
Bull.
should.
I don't
Sponsored by
go to
Red
the
Bull.
store before work. I don't hang out with my friends after work. Shoot, I don't even really hang out on my day off either.
See,
I'm
I
a
don't
home
hang out
alone.
before work, but after work, especially if I've had a couple drinks and someone's like, "Oh, let's go to this bar over here and have a drink," I'm usually down.
Okay, I feel
9
like
times out of 10, I'm down.
if I was single, probably I'd be way more willing to go out. I think it's the fact that I got a man at home that I want to go home to. You know what I mean? It's like
I get that.
I'm not in the mood to be out till 2 because I'm in the mood to
Yeah.
hang out. You know what I mean? So I
Be
feel like
with your boo.
single me, absolutely, I'd be like, you know what? Let's hit the town. But now I'm like, oh, I want my bed in Love Island and hang out
Yeah.
after work.
That's
Clock
real.
out, I go home. Yeah. You're not
Tired.
catching me out on the
Yeah,
street.
Go home and get
I'm not
some
gonna lie,
rest.
if I'm out raving
streets.
and I get out of the club at 8 in the morning, I'm not going to sleep if I gotta go to work at 11. I'm just be
Hell
like,
no.
hey.
I mean, in high school,
You're gonna miss
I just literally, yeah, I just
shower
literally.
and
When I was
Just
in
go.
high school, we used to all go out, and then my friends who had to work in the morning, they would just leave from being out with us to work. They would just
Yup.
bring their extra change of clothes.
Yep.
You could never catch me doing that. I'm a sleepy girl. The second I get too tired, that's when my attitude comes out. So I understand our Reddit girl. Like, if I'm tired, I do pop an attitude. And most of the time, I'm Miss Rainbow. I'm happy butterfly. La 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 la. And then I get tired and I am yelling at all my customers. I'm fighting. I just, well, I don't yell.
I just feel,
technically, but
like sometimes like I worked very tired before, and I don't think there's an excuse. You know, it's just you gotta just keep going with the flow, and just if you're tired, it's because
Have you ever called out of work just because you're just tired?
No.
You really?
He said no.
Back in my day, we didn't have quitters. You will go
You guys
to
gotta
work.
hire him because I will call out if I'm tired.
Maybe nowadays
Maybe
I
my
would be
period,
like, because
I
I'm
got
getting
a
old. But
stuffy nose.
Oh, my period, I'm calling out. I don't
I
care.
just might need a mental health day. I might not be in the mood to deal with a whole bunch of attitude.
You know,
Absolutely. I
I'll
always say
show
mental
up.
health day.
I
I'll show
found out-
up and I'll be like, cut me. Like,
Cut me
you got it,
immediately,
dog.
like
You
I'm
got
here
it. I
at
don't
a
want
show,
it.
but I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Anytime I actually I choose to go in and then I want to be cut, like you're saying, I don't get cut.
Yeah, never
Every
works
time.
out like
It
that.
never
Every
works
time.
out.
You think it will. You think it's gonna be slow,
And
and
then
then,
I'm
like
there
a
till
12 top
close.
walks
Yeah.
in.
or actually, employers will
No.
like you'll get to work and be like, hey, can I be cut? And they'll be like, even if when you ask, you're fucked because they will not cut you.
They don't want to cut you now that you've asked.
Now that you ask, you're like, no, you're
let's wait
staying.
until 11 o'clock.
yeah, they're power
I had a
close.
manager
No.
tell me we're all in it together.
I'm not a manager.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
yeah, you can be. You're paid hourly.
I had one table. I want to go
I'm
home.
getting paid strictly off the money that people bring in, and there's nobody coming in. So how am I making any of the
So
money?
girls, guess what? I
Talk
got
to
a
me.
job.
Did you? He
So-
was looking for jobs, and
I
y'all
was looking
didn't
for a
know
job.
this.
I
He was
quit
on
my
the
job
hunt.
at this place in Buckhead. I'm not gonna say names, but it was
them.
my decision. But it was funny because I applied everywhere.
What made you quit?
Wait,
It was my.
I feel like this
decision.
kind of
It wa-
leads
it was-
into our
it was
entree.
Tired.
It was. It
them?
was just the thing is.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. The first time I did walk out last year,
Ooh, okay.
and then I got rehired.
Period.
And then again, I was like, why did I came back to this bullshit again? So so actually, but it's a great place. The money was great, but so it's funny. So I applied at many places. I applied at two. This is what happens. I applied at two places, and I never heard from them. Never heard. So one day, what I do, I go incognito. I go sit at the bar,
Yes, see
and
what
I
the
just ask
vibe
questions.
is.
Go
I
get
asked
out.
questions, and then what I found out was that for that position that I had applied, they didn't want any males. I was like, well, you easily could have told me, hey, right now we're
We're
not
looking for females.
interested for
That's
you.
honestly
But
that's kind of weird.
I don't think in Georgia you can say females because remember Hooters got a lawsuit a
What
few
bar,
years ago.
what was the position?
It was for maitre d, and I've done that
is
a
that?
lot. It's
Like a host, like the
yeah,
main
like the host,
host.
the main
Okay.
host,
Top host.
maitre d position. I was
Oh,
like,
I mean,
so I was like, hey, they're like, they will only hire girls for that. I'm like, okay, well, moving
Usually
on.
maitre d's are men, I thought.
They are, but
I mean, ours are 50-50. We do have a lot
Nowadays,
of
they will
girls. We
want
also
more
have
girls.
boys because they want it like the first face you see. Honestly, some restaurants want it to
Sometimes
be
they
like
do
want
a
it
pretty
to be
face.
a pretty, pretty girl.
especially if it's like a bar kind of type.
You're the
vibe, they're
first
like,
person that's.
But I
they see when
also
you
feel
walk
like
in.
equally they want to see a professional gentleman. Like I've worked places
Yeah.
where they will have a guy with like your button up on and
Oh,
maybe
so
a
I sent my
tie
pictures, I sent my resume, and I was
Yeah.
like, at least, and what I've noticed here in Atlanta a lot is that a lot of places won't even like email you, hey, we're not interested. But in
no,
Chicago and
yeah.
They just
California,
ignore
they'd be
you.
like, hey, thank you for your time. Here,
Yeah.
we're not interested in you at the moment. But in Atlanta, I went twice. I emailed this lady twice, and this was a place in Midtown. She never replied.
Just
anything. She
ghosted
never
you.
did anything. One thing she did though, I think my last message just got on her nerves. So she sent it to the chef. And guess who hit me up that day?
The chef?
Chef. I was like, okay, cool. So it was fun, and I'm excited because I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna take a break from front of the house for a minute.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go and do
Period.
back of the because I've done everything in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna cook up a fire ass meal. I can't do that.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
I would do like
You know what's
I can
crazy?
cook some French
though?
fries. Let me prep some
Sometimes
real
when you
quick.
get your toe in the door and they see your personality and see how you are, then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we still need a maitre d. Are you still interested?"
Yeah. Once they feel
And
like
you
they
might
like
still
you.
end up getting it at the end of the day, and then they'll make you
Absolutely.
work doubles. You will have to work in the kitchen in the morning and then maitre
Hosting
d'.
at
so I'm
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
because now
Problem.
I didn't have no job. I was working at the club, but now I have like 2 jobs.
Nice.
Starting next week.
Yeah. Get it, boy.
Well, Kathy, weren't you also like doing a job thing or something?
I was looking. I'm like putting myself out there. Like I'm like putting applications in, pictures in, just to like see what's going out
test
there.
the
like
waters.
feelers.
Absolutely.
But I've
What
heard back
type
from, like,
of job
one.
are you looking for? Because I feel like everybody, like I go through phases. Sometimes I like restaurants. Sometimes I like clubs. Sometimes I'm fine with fine dining. Sometimes I'm like, ugh.
I want to do a little switch up. Like I kind of work in like a restaurant bar now. So I'm trying to like switch it up, like maybe club scene. Because
love a club.
I love a good music scene.
love
You know what I
clubs.
mean?
Sounds like Holly could hook you up.
Both of my
Right.
jobs are clubs.
Who got hired?
so.
Who has been fired here before? Because
Well,
I was
that's
fired
our
from.
entree today,
Yes.
actually. Our entree is hiring,
Ding, ding,
firing,
ding.
stuff like that. So have you guys been fired? I have personally never been fired.
Iberian
I've got a
pay.
separation notice, but I had already quit at that point. So
Good for you.
I ain't never been fired. Y'all, I'm a loyal employee.
I get fired once a
I
year.
care about my job when I have one. I don't no call, no show. I rarely do call out unless I have a good lie excuse. Sorry, job. But sometimes when I say that I'm ill, I'm actually just sleepy.
Yeah.
But
gotta
I
do what we
gotta do.
and I'm like, when I was in high school, I was a teacher's pet. So like, and was I good at school? No, it was horrific. But the teachers liked me, so they kept me. So that's kind of how I am at the job. If I call out or I start to mess up, I fight with a customer or whatever, I'm not normally ever
gonna
been
hear
fired.
leniency.
It's like there's no problem.
Yeah.
There's a
so they're
little
gonna always take
leniency.
your side.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like,
exactly.
she's not a troublemaker.
She's not an issue. It's y'all are the issue.
Yeah.
So that's
Must
why
be
I've never been
nice.
technically fired. Yeah.
Okay, I've been fired so many times.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, opposite of me.
Honestly, it's like not even like I don't even care if I get fired anymore. Last job I got fired from, I'm gonna shout them out. Restaurant 10. Thank you for firing me because I found a better job immediately.
Wait,
Yeah,
10?
and now she's
Really?
with us.
Yeah. So I worked at Restaurant 10 and their sister restaurant. I got fired from both of them.
They were like, fire that girl. She's coming for a job.
So I started at Restaurant 10. Then they needed help at their other restaurant, which was a breakfast spot. Mind you, I am not a morning person. I had to be there at
hell
9 in
no.
the morning, 4 days a week. It was not
Honestly,
working.
9
I was
ain't that
stressed.
bad.
Oh no, it was
Stop
too
that.
early.
Girl,
It was
what?
too early.
I know.
What?
I'm not a morning person either. But like, I have thought
But
about.
I didn't get up at 7. That's
yeah,
totally
I've thought
bad.
about doing like brunch spots, but they
make
have
good
to be
money.
there at 7.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
Bad.
bro, I gotta wake up at 6. No, I'm not in school
Yeah.
anymore. I never went to school for a reason.
I would
don't
still
like
do
the
that.
morning hours.
I would wake up
Yeah.
early to go to work. I don't know.
See,
If the money is good, I'll
now
wake
mind
up.
you,
Yeah, you
that's how
also-
I am too. Like, if
Yeah.
the
If the
money's good,
money's
yes,
good.
but the money was not all that good. So now
So
I'm
that makes
working
sense.
2 jobs, doubles a lot of the days. I'm getting stressed. I'm not really making that much money. So there was a rude customer in there, sat at the bar. Mind you, breakfast spots are pretty, like, condiments, I will say, are pretty generic. A salt shaker and a pepper shaker look like salt and pepper shakers. They also have sugar, like, caddies, which are big, almost like the size of your mason jar, pretty much. So the guy got coffee, and I guess he wanted sugar, which was
Just you
directly in front of him. But I'm busy. I go back to the kitchen, and I literally said, "Excuse me, sir, give me 1 minute." I bend around the kitchen, come back with a plastic bag, give it to my other guest, come back to him, and he's like, "Don't fucking talk to me." So I'm like, "Oh no, the fuck you didn't!" Like, I'm like, "Get him out of my bar." I go to my
sugar.
manager. I'm like, "Get him away from my bar," because I already tried to call out that morning. I was hungover. I'll be honest. I just didn't want to be there. I wasn't feeling good, but I go anyways, and I just like, it was one of those days, like I was literally outside crying to the manager. I was like, I just can't today. Like this, no, like I'm hot, I'm bothered, he's rude. And then like, instead of moving him from the bar, you just have a server come and serve him. So now he's sitting in my
He's
face.
still there, yeah.
Like what if he decides to throw his hot coffee on me or something? Like, so I just walked out. I was like, I'm done. I counted my drawer down, did my checkout, and I threw my money in the office and I left. So then they tried to fire me from the other restaurant, and I called HR, and she was like, "Well, what do you
love
want to
HR.
happen?" I was like, "Well, I still want to work at Restaurant 10, but I never want to go to Rosie's again."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, that's fine. Just talk to the bar manager. You'll be on the schedule next week." But then I got fired again. So, yeah.
We are spilling names. I did get fired one time. The only time I've been fired, and it was from the Iberian Pig, the one in Decatur.
Okay.
No.
But that's because I wanted to get fired
I
because
think they
I was
were always
I-
hiring
I
though.
wanted to
get
I've
fired.
never
The
seen
manager-
them
That's a
hiring a
crazy
lot.
sentence.
You know, when you have so much, I guess, energy in one space. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in a phase in my life where, you know,
You were
things in a
over it?
restaurant were like getting crazy.
Yeah.
So I think I wanted to get fired because
You didn't need it anymore.
I was like, you know
Yeah.
what, fuck this shit. So I would come work late. Even one day to fake a no show, no call, I put on a fake cask.
That's
Because you know,
hilarious.
I just went there. So I was like this. I was like, hey, I broke my
Go in
I
there
didn't
with a
broke it, but I was just,
sling.
I didn't have
That's
an
so real.
excuse.
I'm gonna
My-
need
I
the
didn't have
weekend
it.
off.
So I was like this.
My
I was
fiance's
like this,
done
and I was
that.
like, God damn, how long do I have to do? So when I got out of work, I was like, shit. Anyway.
My fiance's
But-
done that too. He bought a whole sling for his arm and then faked that he was
Yeah,
hurt.
they sold them at CVS. You can literally have.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you
he
can-
walked
you can-
around
you
with
can-
it for
you
like
can
a
fake it.
week and he was fine. Love you, babe, but ridiculous. Yeah, I always
So
laugh
real.
at him for the
Anything to get
weird
off the
stuff.
shift.
He always tells me like if I want to call out, he's like, just put crackers and like water in your mouth and then chew it up, fake throw it up into the trash can, and they'll think you're puking, and then you can get sent home. And I'm like, okay, my acting skills are not that good.
That is too much energy.
That's
So,
no,
one
he's ridiculous. I
time
love him, but
I-
ridiculous with the.
In my earlier years, I tried to call off of work and they were like, you need proof. And I was like, I'm sick. And I actually went to the hospital, went to the emergency room, told them I had a sore throat. And they actually thought I had mono because I was just like,
Yeah.
my throat's so sore. But when they tested me for strep,
fine.
it came back negative.
Yeah.
So they're like, it must be mono. So I literally pretended like I had mono for 2 weeks so I wouldn't have to go to work.
I mean, I was gonna do that because my job was saying that they wanted us to have a
I
doctor's,
had a doctor's note and everything.
Yeah, they were saying
I
they
had a
wanted a
doctor's note and
doctor's
everything.
note if we were out for like more than one day. Like if it was like 2 days, you had to have a doctor's note. They don't enforce this anymore. They didn't. It was not getting enforced well.
You can
But
buy fake doctor's notes
exactly.
now,
Nobody
too,
was
yeah.
doing that.
These days.
So
The last-
when I was calling out, I was like, shoot, should I just go to urgent care and like get them to write me a letter?
Mm-hmm.
And I did not, but they never asked for it, so we're good.
Well, the
No, I
last
gotta write
times
that
now
one.
that the last people that I've seen faking it, it's because after COVID, but even last year, be like, hey, I have COVID. So you have like, and I did have COVID
That
last
part.
year at the place in the West Midtown. So they the new protocol is that you keep 5 days quarantine now. You don't have to do the 2 weeks. But I was like, and after I had COVID, I went to a new spot. I was like, oh shit. And I did a no show, no
Yeah.
call. I was fucked up. And so I was like, hey, I tested positive for COVID. And I had the picture from the last one.
That's hilarious.
I will never do that again. I'm sorry.
I'm always worried about saying that I have COVID in case
So
they
we're
don't want me to come
probably
in for 2
getting
weeks.
fired for a reason. I'm getting fired for good reasons at least.
Dog, one time I actually did have COVID, and this was still when like you had the 2-week quarantine.
Yeah.
My like
That's not
manager
good.
was
Because that's
like,
still stuck in my brain is the 2 weeks. So I've
No,
never told
now
work.
it's 5 days. Now
Right.
they were like, it's 5 days.
That's
because
'cause I
I've
don't
seen
believe
people
in
at my
COVID.
other
Sorry.
job do it.
Some
It's
people
5 days, and then it's just
this
5
is
days
like
now.
2021, like right
Yeah,
after
right after
COVID.
COVID, yeah.
He was like, oh, well, how are you feeling? Like, do you have any symptoms? And I was like,
No.
no.
Have
but like,
you
I
guys
just don't feel
ever,
good.
like seen like an epic quitting, like someone just completely
I mean,
goes crazy in the restaurant?
I haven't had anybody go, well, actually, I do have one little story about like craziness because I've had stories of people that
I've seen crazy.
Like my own coworkers. I know what I'm doing at my job. I've been there for a minute. I care about my job. I want to work well. When somebody is screwing up my tables back to back to back to back, I'm going to then eventually get a little aggressive with my voice and I'm going to yell at you. I'm sorry.
What did they do?
They just are taking things out of the window that do not belong to them. It is not your food. It's my food, and you're running it to your tables, and now all my food from my tables is missing, and it's wrong because you took the wrong meal out because you're not the QA. You're just a server.
Yup.
To get your hands out the window. And so there's been times that I've yelled at my coworkers and then made them get out of the window, and then the second I go back out in the dining room, they've actually walked out the back door and quit.
What?
So my managers have pulled me into the office and been like, Cameron, and this is again, I've never been fired because my managers love me, but they'll pull me in and they'll be like, bro, you're making all of our servers quit because you're yelling at them. And I'm like, it's a restaurant. If you can't take a little yelling from me of all
Yeah,
people,
the
you
chefs
can't
will
work in a
usually
restaurant.
handle
Yeah,
that,
like
too.
the chefs are gonna yell at you. Yeah, so like a little scream session from me ain't very scary, but
Go cry in
they
the
can't
walk-in
take
like
it.
everybody else.
Exactly. Cry in the
Grow
walk-in
up.
and move on. It's a
Yeah.
restaurant. You have to have a little bit of harsh skin. But the crazy story I was talking about, we had a bartender one night and we were just closing the store and she was getting super pissed off about like some of our coworkers. I can't even remember why she was mad, but she was mad. And she started taking glasses. She didn't get fired for this either. But she started to take the bar glasses and chuck them up against the wall and just shatter glasses because she was pissed. And then she walked out She came in the next night for her shift, and management.
That's assault. You can go to jail for that, right?
Yeah.
I had
Well,
a
I mean, I
bartender
guess
at
if
my
they
job
call
do
the
that.
police, like
yeah, and they say like you're breaking my
broke
stuff.
a glass.
But she had been there for years. They had like loyalty to her, so she broke some glasses, walked out, and
And
that
you can
was the
kill
end of that.
somebody. You get away
I've
with
seen
it.
a bartender. There was this manager, or he was technically the owner. He was an asshole too. And she went behind the bar. I don't know what happened in the office, but obviously she quit or got fired. She came back behind the bar, and like every bartender had their own bottles. She took every single bottle from the bar and like slid her arms and knocked over the entire like liquor section like behind her bar and then walked out.
I mean, I'm petty, so I feel like if they
And I was
fired me
happy
for
she did
something
it. I was
stupid,
like, yeah,
I
he's been an
would
asshole, so.
break
Go
some
big or
shit
go
too.
home, literally.
Bigger, go home.
And I've never been put in the position, so I guess I don't really know if I actually would do that because no one ever fired me. But I feel like if it was some stupid reason, I would get irritated and
I've never
Yeah,
got
I'd be like,
fired
I'm already
on the
fired.
spot. I feel like if I ever got fired
On
on
the
the spot,
spot,
I probably
I'd
I did
retaliate.
get fired on the spot, and I remember. Yeah, I almost crashed out because
the brain of a goldfish over here.
Yeah, it was a bar back too. She got me fired, and it was just really weird. And I was like, I should just fight you now
Yeah.
because now you done got me fired. Like,
Let's take it out back.
yeah, like I was.
I mean, my
we
little
didn't end
sister-
up fighting, but I was really like.
My little
What
sister,
was that
she used to
for?
work with me. She was our host because she was young. And I loved working with her. It was so much fun. But one day she calls me and she's like 16. So she calls me. I'm not at work that day. And she's like, yo, the server wants to take me out back and fight. Do I need this job? And I said, girl, you're 16, dog. Like, you don't need this job. You can quit if you want to. She then walked up into the manager's office, slapped her clock in card down and said, I'm out. Walked out the front door. And her boyfriend, the first time he's ever visited her at work, just happened to be pulling into the parking lot. So she just walked out and got right into his car and they drove off. And that was the end of
That's
that.
so
That's
Yeah.
how you like. That's
Perfect.
like. I swear, like the good part about quitting, like when
Yeah.
everything just like aligns up. Like not my
It's
rides
like
even
I
outside
should have done
too.
this. Yeah, like this
Right.
was this was meant to be. Yeah, because I one time fought with a cook and we like got in each other's faces in the line, all because I was asking for a corn on the cob.
I fought with security before, and I actually got fired because of it. Like it got bad. Like it was like a food fight in the streets. Like trash cans was getting thrown everywhere.
She's rowdy. When I fought
It
with
was really
him,
bad.
he was the one who got fired from that because I'm loved.
I
love
got
you,
fired,
managers.
and he actually wasn't even our security anymore. He got rehired after that.
jerk, and you
I
got
couldn't
fired.
even believe it.
I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
I was like mentally fed up though, because I was like, it was one of those jobs. I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
once I got fired, I had another job. Like,
I've been
2
in
days
this
later.
industry in Atlanta for so long that I see the same people get rehired over and over again. I'm like, that man had a knife against this guy's throat back in the other restaurant. I was like, what are you doing here? I'm like, stay away from me. So it's just, and then, so you remember last episode that I talked about that restaurant that used to torch the roaches?
Yeah,
So
don't remind me.
The manager that hired me, and this happened in June 2013.
Oh.
He
I
went
was
out with a
13.
bang. He went out with almost tens of thousands of dollars of
Oh, he
of
was
that
stealing
company.
money.
He was stealing money, and you know how he did it with the gift cards. Remember how the gift card system was a little weird back in the day,
Yeah,
and now it's like updated. But
yeah.
So
he
was
went out with a he
loading gift
went with
cards?
no he. I don't know how he did it, and I still talk to him, not a lot.
You
but,
should ask how he did.
But it was he went out with a
Know the
bang, and then the
secrets.
thing.
Taking
Remember, I
notes.
also told you about the U codes, and they
Yeah.
are paying off the people.
yeah.
So they didn't put any charges against him because he knew everything, and he knew all the people that they were paying.
He could
So
backlash.
he actually just left with thousands of dollars in his pocket, and he never ever got it.
Wow.
I think some like managers are just like that because I had a manager, he was stealing from one job, he got fired, he got another job and did the exact same thing over there.
I mean, my little sister's boss got fired because he was constantly like sloppy drunk at work, like blacked out every night, and
Yeah.
they had to fire him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, ooh, called out today.
I had
Yeah.
a chef like that.
We had this
He's
one
got
guy.
sent home many times
Right,
and
we
they
had-
always bring him back.
We had this one guy apply for our job. He did get hired, and then he worked with us for like a few days. I was the trainer too, so I trained him for a couple days, and then all of a sudden he never came back in. And I asked management like, "What's up?" And they're like, "Oh, he called us saying his grandma was sick. He had to take care of the grandma. He couldn't work for us anymore." Blah
That's a
blah.
lot.
And I was like, "Okay, like whatever." And me and my manager, when he got hired, his face felt so familiar to us. Like we knew him from something, like maybe he looked like an actor we knew or something like that. And so I knew his name because it was in our scheduling app. And so I tried to Google him because I saw a picture of a celebrity I thought he looked like. So I tried Googling him to get a screenshot of his face and the celebrity's face and show my manager, be like, this is who he reminds me of. When I did the Googling, his jail records come up first.
Lovely.
Boy had been stealing from his last job, got fired. He stole $200,000 worth of stuff.
And
Like-
he's free? Wow.
I wonder if it's the dude I'm thinking about from my job. There was a guy, I worked at Del Frisco's Grill. They had this like gift card
Wait, the one in
scheme
Buckhead?
going on. Yeah. They ended up firing like,
He was working
12
at like
people.
Jimmy John's when he got caught. Yeah, because it said like Jimmy John's. Blah, blah,
how
blah.
do you
He stole
steal
$200,000
from in sandwiches?
That's what I'm thinking. And I was like, bring him back so I can ask him questions. Because how do you get, and you're not in prison?
There's a
I'm
lot of
confused.
people that I've, especially here in Atlanta, that I've known that have stolen a lot. And I see them in whatever restaurant I go. I'm like,
You thief.
I cursed out a manager one time and I got blackmail.
Yeah.
And now you stole $100,000 or $10,000
And you're still
and you're still
working.
working. I'm like, how
Yeah.
the hell does that
No,
work?
it's when you get yelled at for like taking a fry and someone like was stealing 100,000. Like, I can't have
Yeah.
a French fry.
It's like one French fry is not going to hurt you.
It was a
Leave
chicken
me
tender.
alone.
God
It was
Yeah.
a tender. You need to ring that in.
The amount of times I'm like,
Plot
cook, if you have any extra chicken tenders, I'll take it. Yeah.
Loose tender.
Loose tender, I'll eat it. Don't worry. But
All right.
the amount of times I've seen people get
Do
fired.
y'all drink on the job?
every day.
Lord.
I do not.
I used to.
I actually see more
used to.
people get fired for alcohol related in like situations. Like actually I started a new job 1 week ago and already one girl walked out during like her bar shift, mid shift. The house mom walked out mid shift. I want to say took some money with her. Another bartender was wasted, ended up coming up like $200 short on her money. It was just a long list of things.
Lots of things are
And
going on.
this was
in
all
your
within
restaurant.
like the last like weekend. So I think liquor, yeah.
Yeah, we had
as much
these
as I
two
love to drink it,
coworkers.
it can like
We had these two guys, they were like buddies at my job, and they were both on a double, so they went on break together. And well, it wasn't a joke, obviously, but they said to management, we're going to go get drunk. And management was like, you're on break for like 45 minutes. When you get back, if you were drunk, you're fired. And they were like, yeah, okay, whatever. They left and got drunk and came back. And I mean, drunk. They walked back in and my manager was like, just leave. And they were fired right there on the spot. And then they went to Waffle House. So Waffle House.
Back in the day, like
so are
we
you
would go
not
on
allowed
break.
to drink at your job?
Hell no.
You're
We're
not allowed- no,
corporate.
you can't drink
Corporate, you are
anywhere.
not allowed to drink at your job.
You can't.
Oh.
It's a
Hell no.
liability. You can't.
Yeah, even
crazy.
if like a guest is like, oh, take a shot with me. Oh no, we have to
worked at
say
a gig
sorry
like
when we
that.
clock out. Absolutely,
I worked
but
at a
not
gig
on the
like
clock.
that.
Never worked at
Found
a
the
place
no
like
camera
that.
spot.
Yeah,
And I was
I
like,
found a
give
blind
me a
spot.
shot right now.
Hell
If
no.
a guest buys
I
you a
was gonna
shot,
say,
you have to
I-
put it to the end of the night.
Yeah, it has to be
But
like a.
unless
you
they
can't
don't
be
care.
clocked
Depending
in
on
for
who
that.
buys it for me, I might be like, walk in the bathroom with me. And I'll walk in the bathroom and take the shot.
It's just
like,
such different environments for like different jobs. Yeah, because
True.
like me, you will get fired if they find me taking a shot in the back. Hell no.
Now, what about the bartenders there?
Nope. Sober queens.
You have to. You can. If you get away with it, good. But other than that, you can't. You
Yeah.
can't drink on your job. I've done it. I do it all the time. But
I'm
you
even
can't
too
drink on your
afraid
job.
of it. Like, imagine I'm just talking to my manager and they can just smell liquor on me. No, I'll cry if I get fired. Maybe that's also why I've never been fired, because I have
You
like
need to be
anxiety over
fired. You
getting
need
fired.
to be fired.
You need to
It
be
feels-
fired. It's gonna
it's
build
like-
some character.
It's opening. It's like, oh, I
Job, if
released
you're
that
listening, they want me fired.
Oh,
so.
that wasn't that bad.
I released that new fear. Oh,
Yeah, I think it's a fear. Like, I don't want to be fired. Like,
You
I'm afraid
should.
of getting
Get
in
fired.
trouble.
Get
So
fired.
I should just
I'm
get fired.
like, fire me.
Yeah, you're all about it. You're like, I don't care. I'll find a new one.
Yep.
I don't know. My brain thinks like I'll never get hired at any other place ever if
Trust
I
me,
get fired.
I've seen
like,
worse
See, I
people
feel like
don't
that
work.
kind of like moves us into the dessert. Like the good side of being fired is
True.
now you can get hired somewhere else.
at a
And
better
usually,
spot.
Yeah, it's better.
Unless you get blackmailed by your old boss, and then it's like because they're sneaky. Some people will do it. Like
I would
trust me.
never like I would just take you off of my resume. Like if it
Yeah, just
ended
don't add
badly,
that. I've definitely
you
done
will
that.
be
Yeah.
deleted off of my resume.
But what I've
forever.
noticed is that there's a network.
there'll be
a
no
lot
proof
of the
I ever worked there.
They know
first
it's
starters,
true.
they'll trust me. They communicate because I thought I already knew, and then you go to Instagram, they're like, oh shit, they have a picture together. Goddamn.
Yeah, but I mean,
I did it. So
if
I
they're
would delete
talking
that
about
piece
their
of it.
servers in their spare time, like, come on. Like,
No, but like that is
Unless
a
they
thing.
have a real like.
Unless it's a reasoning,
they-
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, if they're brothers and they're like, oh, the one brother owns this restaurant, the other brother owns this restaurant, and yeah, you leave his and go to his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So part of like the place that I'm at now, like she's known around Atlanta, like the owner anyway. So like if we're asking around for like certain people, she'll be like, oh, they worked where? Like she'll look at the resume and she'll be like, they worked where? Oh, I'm just gonna hit them up and ask about it. And like either they're getting hired or
Hell
the
nah.
manager didn't have anything good to say, and it's like, oh.
I mean, I've only ever quit
Interesting.
to
That
get a
happened to me
job
before.
that like is better. Like since I haven't been fired. So when I quit jobs, it's because one, I have already been hired at a new job because I just won't quit a job if I don't have one.
Will you
lined
quit on the
up.
spot or you put your 2
That's
weeks?
No, I'll
Valid.
put in my 2 weeks. I'm respectable. I put in my 2 weeks. I say I have something new. I have something new. Like my job, I left for my current job. I left because they were paying us hourly, which was $7.25. Okay, that's fine. If you also get tips, and we did, except tips was split with everybody in the restaurant. So dishwashers, the cooks, and the cooks were the owners. Owners do not deserve my tips.
We
That's
talked about this,
ridiculous.
yep.
So I'm curious.
And
if
so I
someone
quit that
gives you
for
a
my new
cash tip, the owner's like, how much did that table tip you?
So it was like a small spot. So like all of the cash tips, they would put it in the tip jar that was at the counter. And then the manager,
Did
owner,
they have to go up to the counter to pay?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
why.
it was a pay at the
Wait,
counter.
so
type of
remember that
thing.
spot that I was telling you about with the roasting?
Yeah.
Again, that same spot.
Yeah.
Remember, I was there 5 years. So
The hell spot.
They took 37% of our tips every night,
37.
and then 3% was for the dishwashers and so on. But staying on topic, it's like they did a lot of like
Sneaky
like
shit
it's
behind your
5
back.
years, and trust me that there's more stories to come on that. Place,
Yeah,
but
exactly. And
So,
that's why I
yeah.
quit that. Because I would talk to all my kids and they'd be like, oh, I think it's fine. And so then I quit them because I wasn't making enough money to like pay my car insurance. And so then I got my new job. I get paid way more. But now I've been there for a minute and I'm like, do I want to get paid more?
Yeah, always wanna get paid more.
Where
Always
should I
quit.
go next?
Great.
If I'm not
Yeah.
making money, I will quit. Like if I go in there and I'm training and it's slow,
I just start to get comfortable.
it's not for me. I'll
You
just
get
be
the
like,
sus vibes,
I don't want
like,
to
wait a
waste your
minute.
time. I don't want to waste
Yeah.
my time. I don't think this is gonna work
I think
out.
it just
And they're
takes me
usually
a
cool
while
about it.
to quit because like I get comfortable and then I'll be there for a few years until my brain starts to be like, oh wait, you could get better than where you're at right now. You don't have to
Yup.
stay there for years. You know what I mean? But I'm just such a year
Yup.
person. I'll just stay there for years until I get tired of it.
So not happy now. I think I'm happy with the new. job.
Good. I'm proud of you. Go you.
Left one job
Until one day I come back and be like, that motherfucker.
So actually, I quit that job I talked about on that one episode, and I'm looking for a new one. So
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. This is another episode.
I love getting together with you guys. This is so fun. I'm glad we've got this podcast.
There's more things coming soon.
Oh my
Don't
god!
forget
there's
to hit
so
us
many
up on
things.
social media with y'all's story about
Exactly.
hiring, firing, the whole shit.
Yeah, have you been fired? Have you stolen? Drinking on the job? What were
If
you
you
doing?
stole it, we won't say your name. We promise.
Yeah, we'll keep you in.
Yep, you can send us an email at theserverstable@gmail.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Snapchat.
Facebook.
TikTok.
X.
We're everywhere.
I forgot it's called that. Well, thank you guys so much for coming back to another episode of The Service Table.
We're
Peace out.
86, baby.
86.
Cause it's only yours.